So imagine this. This is already gonna be a terrible video. You're in a cabin taking a shower, and you look through the glass of the shower and you see just two beady eyes looking at you and your tiny dick. What do? I wouldn't know because it never happened to me, but it can. Day one. So I'm having a hard time packing my luggage, getting my luggage to school, and trying to figure out whether that white van over there is supposed to be my school bus. Hey kids, I got some candy. Once I got on the bus, I sat next to my friend. You may know them from this video. My friend that for some reason I don't even want to say. And also, to make things worse, I had a sore throat, so I couldn't talk. While MLG Gamer Girl was drawing, I was writing the script to this video. Yay! And people judged me in my comfy headrest. Why are people being so judgmental? It's 2019 when I made this video. Why did I put that line? So we had to sign up if we wanted to go, and the annoying kid that wasn't me wasn't coming. So I would hear, I'm not. We drove for 2 hours. A very tedious, long 2 hours. And once we got there, we had to watch in horror as our luggage, without any care whatsoever, was being just yeeted out of the back. Hey, Noah, no, what is that? What is that supposed to say? What is that? I was in a cabin with my friend, so that's epic! And, by the way, my camp instructor was pretty cool. His name was Dave. He left the camp after we left, though. Pretty sad. We were his last students. We then had lunch. It was yummy. It was so good, I got diarrhea from the food. We then went rope jumping. There were these giant trees we had to climb to the top of. I only went through 2 courses because I was a wig. We then had dinner. My table was telling yo mama jokes. It was nice. And I said the worst thing anybody has ever said in their entire life. Okay, this is exactly what I said. Yo mama's so fat, she doesn't need to go to the moon. What the f? Went out to learn astronomy. Whoa, star over there. Whoa, the planet over there. I got all the questions correct because I'm a nerd. Me and my friends drew a planet called Splator. I think it was like a mix of like one side is water and the other side is just a burning mess. When we were hiking back to the cabins, I slipped and died. When we got back to the cabins, I took a shower and I didn't lock the door. And when I was changing, I heard someone desperately try to open the door. It's just natural selection at the point. You deserve that. Why didn't you lock the door? Listen, if you don't lock the door at a friend's house while taking a shower to them, it's just, you deserve it. Okay, it's time to sleep now. Let me tell you about the 3 main components that caused me to not get any sleep in that first day. 1, the sleeping bag was like, it was like the planet I mentioned from earlier. It was extreme. The outside was pretty cold, but like the inside, where the one that I was actually going to sleep inside was just fire. It was like putting my legs inside of lava. Also, I lost my pillow, so I had to sleep. So I had to rest my head on just the hard bed. And the worst of all, the freaking girls above us at 5 in the goddamn morning were having some kind of dance party, like, woo, who cares about the people below us? Let's have a party at 5 a.m. Also, our counselor, Dave, got sick, and had to go for a bit. I think he also had diarrhea from the food. I think everyone did. We aren't allowed to have no counselor inside the cabin. We're in 5th grade. Listen, we would have caused mayhem. So this is a cool thing. The person that replaced it was literally, I guess, the principal of the entire camp. Yeah, it was that. Okay. Day 2. So when we all came outside, the girls above us asked us in just the most sarcastic, I don't give a damn about you look and tone, how did you sleep last night? I'm going to scream at you if you don't shut the hell. But those girls, they didn't really make me as mad as their counselor did, because the girls whatever. They were always. I had a class with most of them. They were pretty annoying. So when we told the counselor about it, she was like, "Mind your own business. Go eat breakfast. Just go eat breakfast." Really? Do you really? Do you really think we can move on from that? Do you really think we would like to move on from that? And what do you mean, none of our business? Those girls up there should be minding their own business. Our business is us trying to sleep, and they're purposely stomping on the floor, trying to disrupt our sleep, thus not minding their own business. So what are you on about? What are you on about? What do you want about? Huh? Okay, so by the counselor's logic, you if somebody's like causing a disruption, if they're like knocking on your wall, if they're like trying to break down your door, if they're trying to like chip like if they're trying to engrave your window, you're not allowed to tell them to stop because you're just supposed to just mind your own business. Yeah, the great idea, lady. So the recording crashed. I don't know why. Anyway, it was lit. The breakfast was lit. It's sad that throughout 3 days of being in this camp, I've had a better experience with food than the entirety of my school. And then after that, we went hiking, and I was so hot and miserable that I started crying like a little whining little baby. And then after that, we had archery. I shot someone. There was this one. I think I missed this, but on the first day, we were walking by the pond, and I had rocks, and I was gonna throw them into the pond, but I ended up accidentally hitting the ducks. Um, oop. And then after archery, we had dinner, pizza and popsicles. It was good. Also, my counselor did this thing where we had to drink like two giant cups of water in order to give us all soda. I think it wasn't just 2 cups for each person. I think it was just 2 cups from all of us. And then after that, we all went upstairs to write down everything we did at camp so that like when we're like 80, we remember this moment. So Roman, he saw this little spice. He saw this spice on the table called Slap Yo Mama.
Oh, hey.
Hello?
This is the voicemail, by the way. Don't think it's like me actually accepting your call. I'll probably not accept your call because I don't like you.
What?
Maybe my battery said something, I don't know.
What? I don't know if that was him or voicemail, but I think he said he didn't like me. I don't know. What? So he tried a little bit of the slap yo mama, and then he tried more. And he kept trying more, and he kept trying more. We told him to stop, but he just kept scarfing it down. I don't know how, but it escalated to us arguing and making fun of each other. I don't know what we were arguing about. I think we were arguing about slap yo mama. Anyways, after that, we went night hiking. It was actually really nice. It was a really great experience. We pretended to be bats by closing our eyes because bats were blind. And I don't know what the goal was. I guess we were just supposed to be a bat. I was scared I was gonna fall down, just slide, just fall, trip, fall down, slip down the mountain, and get lost. We then gazed at the star. Also, we were instructed to be quiet, but we're in 5th grade. We're in elementary school. Do you expect a couple of elementary schoolers to be silent for more than 5 seconds? On the last day of our camp, we only had one activity left. CSI. Also, I think I forgot to mention, while we were waiting for us to start the night hike, we were watching these kids just watch a movie throughout the window, and me and Roman were just like, "Hi there," and this kid that kind of looked like me, he's like, "What? What?" So our last activity was CSI. Also, if you're wondering, which you're probably not, I did actually sleep well, the next night, because the girls, I think they moved somewhere else. Basically, I think someone was murdered in the CSI thing, and we used sheets of paper to figure out who it was. I think it was like a chef or someone. After that, we were going home. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here, but you clicked on the video, so let me speak. It was a really nice experience there. It was like, the scenery was nice. I got to spend so much time with my friends that I couldn't spend time with before at school. And it was just a very memorable moment in my life. It was great. I would like to do it again sometime soon. I don't know, probably not. I did have diarrhea from the food, so. Anyways, after that, my ears started hurting on the bus. It was sad when we left because we knew that our counselor, we would probably never see him again. Also, they were all waving at us, going like, bye bye, okay, bye. After that, my ears started hurting. I guess when you're like really high, probably like 420 yards up, I guess your ears just get clogged from all the air pressure. Mama and I were singing this song. It's like 10 bottles on the wall. One gets knocked off, and then we do it again. It was like, there's 10 bottles on the wall. One falls off. There are now 9 bottles on the wall. It's very educational to teach your kids when they're like 4, because that teaches them about subtraction and math. And because if you take away 1 from 10, now there are only 9 left. The people in front of us just begged us to stop. I don't blame them. But then we were like, fuck them, and we just kept singing. We then got back and we were fed stale Lay's chips and a ham sandwich. Okay, thank you. Okay, if you like this video, be free to like and subscribe. I'm not forcing you to do anything. If you didn't like this video, feel free to dislike, leave a comment on what I did wrong so that I can improve, or contact the email below. If you want to follow me on my social medias, they'll all be in the description below. I'm Quixie, and I make videos about everything.